Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coastin, and today we are back here at Walt Disney World for our second day of our trip. And in today's vlog we're going to be heading to Hollywood Studios as well as Magic Kingdom for the Oogie Boogie Halloween event. But with me today we have got no other than Adam, Derek, my parents and possibly even Jane's family joining us for a little bit of a Hollywood Studios day. But are you excited for our giant day over here at Disney World?
Oh, you know what, it's so great to be back, of course, here at the resort in general. And also as well, just getting back to Hollywood Studios. It's now been 6 years, and when we came last, it was my worst park out of the 4.
But
and
then since then,
is because now they've got Toy Story Land and they've also got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which we have experienced Star Wars Galaxy's Edge before, over in, of course, Disneyland, but we haven't experienced the one here, of course, at Hollywood Studios.
Or Rise of Resistance, which is very exciting.
Yeah, and last time, I didn't even experience the Twilight Tower of Terror, I didn't go on Rock and Roller Coaster, I basically did nothing, so I'm really looking forward to this because it's a huge part for me to get around, because I haven't done anything, really. I don't even know if I've done it right there, it's insane.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to it. And also as well, Nikki's Oscar Halloween party. It's going to be great to get to.
It's been a big thing for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to go there for so long. Literally probably longer than I've actually wanted to go to the park for, because they literally have a Space Mountain in the dark, which is awesome. I know it is anyway, but I don't really know what it's about, but it looks pretty cool. Also as well, they've got like special like overlays on rides, which is what I'm most looking forward to. But they do also have some shows and also characters and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. It's
going to be really awesome. I do apologise for calling it Oogie Boogie Bash, because that's like California, I'm pretty sure. But it is going to be
Oogie Boogie, isn't it, as well? So.
Oh, Oogie Boogie. So I've got somewhere right there. But honestly, I'm so excited for today. It could be all those rides, attractions, and so much more. I think also we'll be taking you back here in the middle of the day today.
Yeah.
Because we want to get the washing done, go in the pool, and use the facilities over here at the hotel.
And it's half 7 in the morning right now.
And it's half 7 in the morning right now. We want to get out there for as soon as we can, get those magic early hours, and then also get the end hours as well, which is absolutely amazing too.
2 like 12.
2 like 12. Because it's going to be an absolutely crazy day today. But it is going to be so awesome, and if you do enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below, as that means the absolute world to us. But right now we have got 1 minute until our bus arrives over here at Coronado Springs, and we head to Hollywood Studios. Off the bus and on our way towards Hollywood Studios itself. And I thought I'd stop here because of the skyliner, and still haven't done it yet on our trip. We've got to do it, but I think we'll do it today to be honest, as we're going back to our hotel. But we have to on our trip sometime, because it looks so much fun.
Tomorrow actually, because tomorrow is in Epcot and then possibly Hollywood Studios again.
Yeah,
so we must just take it between them and then do Caribbean Beach Weather.
Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah. So we'll have lunch over there instead of, yeah, it's kind of a good idea, because we've got, yeah, we've got time they might nip on it, because it just looks so much fun.
Yeah, I'm tempted just to nip on it, go to Caribbean Beach and get the bus to Caribbean Beach down to our hotel.
That could be an option, yeah. That's what we did yesterday, isn't it? With Monorail.
Yeah, we did. So I reckon we should go actually. But you know, it's great to be back here. I mean, this park, like, is a big bucket list park for me. I'm going to act like I've never been here before, because I basically haven't. I have, but I remember being here, but I didn't really do anything. So.
For you, it's like a whole new park.
Oh yeah, literally. I mean, like, everything's new here. Like, literally everything's new. And also as well, we forgot to mention, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway just in like 2019, I think it was.
So we again, that's on my bucket list watch too. I'm almost the most of that, but I am for Resistance.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm not there. Just think back to 2016, and this is basically what the park looked like.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we've done.
So basically nothing. But there's also some amazing shows here, attractions, and so much more. So we're going to get through security right now, head into the park, and we'll see you as I make our way towards our first attraction. And we have made it into the park and heading towards our first land, Toy Story Land, to complete the one and the only Slinky Dog Dash.
It's a must. I mean, the one over in Walt Disney Studios park, I know it's very different, but it's like my childhood ride, and like going to go on a coaster themed to this, ever since it opened, it's been like right, like the top of my bucket list. And you know what, I'm so excited to go on this, it's amazing.
And also another thing that we learned as well from yesterday, and we're going to show you a ghost today, is that when we're in the queue for 7 Doors Mine Train, we obviously do what everyone does and get there straight away, but the biggest tip is don't do what everyone does. So we got to 7 Dwarfs straight away, and then from then what we then did, we then decided when we got to the end, but actually there was a queue shorter than what we had, but you want to get there 5 minutes before everyone else gets into the park, because that's when the queue built up again. So we're trying to get on this Slinky Dog Dash before the magic hours ends. Yeah. Get in the queue right in, which should be shorter, because if you think about it, you're not going to get in at 8:30 and then going to go I'll just sit around for a little bit before going on the first ride. Everyone rushes to arrive, so it'll be busier because they already have throughput. But then obviously when it gets to the 8 o'clock, it's then just not worth going.
Yeah, it's true.
So we're gonna hopefully try and get this done before everyone else gets in, so we can rush to our distance, get everyone done too.
We're still 10 minutes to opening, so. And
again, we'll see how it works, because it might not work, it might work, we don't know yet. But one thing this park is very good at though, is letting you in the park early.
Yes, they are. I mean, Disney parks, like, they're all about throughput and operations. Like, they're insane with it. So they are literally the best in the world. Behind the magic is the best throughput, the best operations, the best advertising, the best like everything. I mean, Disney's the best everything.
Yeah, it really is.
Literally. But I mean, oh, it's so good to be.
And I remember when down here, we used to do a Pixar land, I'm pretty sure.
I remember, yeah, it did.
Yeah, I remember we used to have Toy Story down here, but we've done it and everything round the side, so it's going to be really exciting to see inside.
Actually, Toy Story Mania in there.
Yeah, I remember walking down there. Yeah, but as now, all these new areas come out, and here it is. Oh, you can definitely tell you're into the Toy Story land, that's what I'm going to say.
It's so cool.
Oh, it's so cool. We only done one in Paris, there was one in Austin. Also Studio Park, but there's also one in Tokyo, I think, as well.
No, there's not one in Tokyo. There's
Hong Kong, that's the one.
And then there's one in Shanghai Disney.
So there's quite a few, but basically meant to be the best one, of course, with it being home to Slinky Dog Dash, a Matt Coast. I know.
Nothing like Copperhead Strike and Carol, is it?
Which you have done previously but
should be alright.
And I think I see the queue for it. We don't have to get in the park here. There you go. There's the queue for it. First up on our trip, we have got Slinky Dog Dash. And are you excited?
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I couldn't be more excited for this. Like, bucket list coaster.
It does look really cool. So, with no further ado, let's get on Slinky Dog Dash. Here we are on Slinky Dog Dash, way! Oh, the whole bag. Way! Big drop, whoa! That's our hill, don't down! Second on. It's good, but it's very dangerous. There you go. There you go. There we go. And here we go. Varios, way, yes, Adam, we have done it. Slinky Dog Dash. That was really good fun.
It was good fun. It was very tense,
but incredibly fun. I love that. That was so good. Slinky Dog Dash done, and it's only 20 past, meaning that our tip worked. There's two behind actually in the queue, and they were saying the exact same thing, and I think they're probably regulars because they mapped out they were going to get off around 20 past, and it was like
literally bang on.
It was like bang on. So I think they've done it a few times, but basically they're going to do it next as well. And I think we've done that tip perfectly, to be honest, because now we're going to get there when the queue's probably still short, but not too long.
The park comes at 8:30, and now it's 8:20, and we're now heading to Rise of Resistance.
And I think it might let everyone else in a little bit early, obviously, because I ended for us. So we'll have to look at it immediately as well. But as long as you get off there by 8:20, like, we arrived to work a little bit later than it started, so
yeah,
we got a little bit earlier. Get on that queue, you have no doubt you better get that done. But that can be 90-minute queues during the day.
Exactly, but in terms of Slinky Dog Dash, you know what, it was so great to finally get on that coaster. As I said, I've been wanting to do it for years now, and you know, when I opened back in 2018, I do think it looks a little bit tame, and that's exactly right. It's a very, very tame coaster. Like, there's no airtime, there's no laterals, there's no nothing on it really. But it's a very good ride. Like, the experience in general is so much fun. Honestly, that coaster is so enjoyable because of the theming, and it's just family friendly. And like, I wasn't expecting it to be like Icon Mountain Coaster, which is in the UK. I've got strike at Carowinds, of course up in South Carolina. But I was just expecting for it to sort of like be a little bit more forceful. But you know what? It was still a great ride, and I'm so happy I've done it now.
Yeah, it was really nice. I didn't expect it to be too forceful, to be honest with you guys. Oh, we were a fun ride for the whole family, great theming, and of course, an absolutely awesome attraction. And it definitely was that. From the moment you enter in the queue line, you felt immersed in that Toy Story world, like you do here at Star Wars, and getting on that ride is just another level as well. It is honestly such a great attraction. And currently we're trying to find a way actually over towards Ride Resistance, because I think it's down there, isn't it? Or so we'll have to have a look around, because we should get there on the right space. But I'm just going right now. Yeah, maybe I'm just going towards the other one. So
this area though is phenomenal.
I know, I'm trying to do it around later on, but
I mean, I've experienced it at Disneyland, as I said earlier, and you know what, that area, I mean, when we were at Disneyland, it was incredible to experience it. You know, this is basically the exact same thing, but it's pretty phenomenal. As you can see, the entrance over there to Ride Resistance.
Yeah, that's where we're going to be heading right away. That's for our next attraction of the day. We've got one of those anticipation rides, rated easy, not like a doubt, the best dark ride on the planet.
The best ride on the planet.
Yeah, the ride on the planet, Ride Resistance, and one of the suns in my eyes. We'll head to that attraction right away, over here in Galaxy's Edge. Oh, so excited.
Intelligence situation room, level 5 security clearance.
Look at that spike.
Keep your squad together.
Oh, wow. Another level.
Along the center line, single file. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble. Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, there goes to the prisoner. Your cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Priority alert. Detachment at level D. There they are! Fire!
This does not look good.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run. escape. Your precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
Your escape routes came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now.
Oh my god, is the only words that you can use to describe Rise of Resistance back there. That ride is plain down, without even a single doubt in my mind, the best ride on the planet.
Yeah.
From the moment you enter into that queue line, to go into the boarding station, to riding, to getting off, you are immersed in this Star Wars world. And unfortunately, despite there not being the two pre-shows working, as well as the canon section on the ride, that was unbelievable. And I literally, we've been like half an hour since we've gone on that, and I can't go over that.
Yeah, like, we literally lost for words. Like, that was phenomenal. Like, the queue line for that is insane.
Yeah.
The pre-show that we got to see was insane. Everything about that ride is incredible.
Yeah, and we were only there for half an hour as well, which is unbelievable as well.
Yeah, it's 110 minutes as well.
Yeah, I'd have waited like anything. I'd waited like 5 hours for that one because of how good it is. But from the moment you went in there, I want to point out as well, the staff members are amazing.
Oh wow.
I think they're actors. I think they hire actors here.
Oh yeah, they
than work. But what's so amazing is not only are they good at acting, but also they are so efficient with getting you in there. I mean, like we were in the line, they were saying move up, like but in an actor way you felt interrogated. I mean, it felt intense, but they were so quick. Like I don't know how they do it. They were amazing in there. They followed the storyline and made you go quick through the queue line. So that was amazing. The ride itself, on the ride, the lady took Dad's phone and we were part of the storyline. And she literally went and took a photo of us on the ride, which is so kind of her.
But like, they still like kept in like the mood of Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they were still looking like really like strict and everything, even when they were doing it. So like, everything about that was just so good.
Yeah, and like, but like, unlike Dollywood, where they wouldn't take a photo of us because it wasn't protocol. Yeah. Over here, they were following the storyline, taking a photo of us on the ride, without us even asking, and it was just so kind of them. And the ride itself, I thought the screens were unbelievable. I didn't realise that they could do that with screens. It looked real animatronics, but on the screens, never seen them like that. So good. But animatronics, the lift section, I know I was filming like most of the ride, and I might even cut out a little bit of that ride a bit in there because I filmed so much of it. But the drop track was amazing too. Oh, get yourself down here, experience that ride. I would say it was worth the 18 grand trip just to do that one ride there. That was absolutely crazy. And funny enough as well, we actually got off that ride at around 9:15. So we did two of the park's best attractions by 9:15, which is
45 minutes.
Which is absolutely crazy. And now it is only time to head on to the next one, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And this ride also does look great. I don't mean it's going to beat Rise of Resistance because it's not Rise of Resistance, but I have heard by many people that it's their favourite ride here, so it's going to be interesting to test it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely less excited for this than I was for Rise of Resistance. You know, it still looks really good fun, and also as well, it used to actually be, I believe, the Great Movie Road.
It is, yeah.
And that used to, of course, be in there, that building. We actually got to experience that in 2016, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a bit, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to admit, if they change Splash Mountain, I'd be so annoyed.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't really exciting.
But changing Great Movie Ride, it's fine.
I don't think really cared.
I think the Holden Horror Studios, they're kind of developing now from, actually by Star Wars and Toy Story Land, from the whole movie set style thing, which I think was just a cheap theming thing, to them making it IP, which is so much better. And I love having the IPs here. I'd rather the IPs here than over in Epcot.
Oh yeah.
Because it feels a lot nicer.
Honestly, guys,
yeah, yeah. It's so nice having the IPs here. And I hope in the future they start moving these massive warehouse buildings here putting more rides like Rise Distance and Toy Story.
I mean, even Mickey Mouse Railway, like, I feel like this really fits in with like.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because I like having the movie idea.
And it's weird because it's a trackless start ride, but it looks like.
And I also love how it's like a tribute. Obviously the Chinese theatre over in Hollywood, tribute to Walt Disney. Lots of films here.
One, by the way.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, is because there's not people outside standing water. Wait, there is, but nice people outside standing water.
Yes.
But yeah, here we are now at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and we're only a 50-minute queue. I think we should jump right aboard onto this ride and have a quite perfect picnic on the attraction.
Nothing can stop us now. Gonna make it happen. Let's take a ride and spend the day in the countryside. We're in the open highway, and the country's going my way. Everything is just so peachy.
Beautiful day for a picnic.
Yep, we're off to the park.
See you all there.
Nothing can stop us now.
Well, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Inside your train car at full color. What could possibly go wrong? Ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now.
Nothing can stop us now. We are on a roll over here at Hollywood Studios, and with us just completing the one and only Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We are having an amazing day. Oh, wow. That ride was really, really good. Dad's not 100% sure how he felt on that ride, but for me, I think it worked perfectly. You entered into the Hollywood Studios like great movie theatre. Then when you're in there, you feel immersed again in the great movie theatre feel, which is really nice. And we've been a tribute well to Walt Disney, as I said earlier, as his first film, Snow White, was premiered there, as well as many other films. It's a big tribute to him, which is nice they kept it. You entered in there, it wasn't overly themed towards the ride, but the theatre looked almost identical inside to what it looks like in real life.
Yeah, and then also it looked almost identical to the queue line back in 2016 as well. So.
Yeah, which is quite cool. And then when you enter into the theatre, like you would if you're watching a show inside of the theatre, you then like sit down, sort of like look like you're watching it, and then the story begins and the screen opens up. You're inside, and then when you enter in there, from that onwards, you have got non-stop cartoon theming. Even the staff members' costumes are cartoonified.
Yeah, it was really good.
So you feel as if you're in a cartoon, and then you head around the ride, which as you can see is really awesome with many screens. I think that's probably the best ride that uses the screens there is.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed Rise of Resistance.
Yeah, but that bad feeling as well.
In terms of screens, I prefer
Rise of Resistance. If you think about like, if in terms of like the whole ride, the screen basically and that.
Yeah, I still prefer Rise of Resistance with screens,
but I thought the screens did a really, really good job on that. And then, when you got off the ride itself, you then went back through the screen and back into the theatre theme. So it felt as if you were going through the journey of a cartoon, which I thought they really did really well on that one.
Yeah, they don't pull that off well. Yeah. In my opinion, it's definitely the weaker of the two. Of course, the Track the Star Ride at the park. But you know what? That was still a really fun ride, and like the pre-show, in my opinion, was by far the best part. But the ride itself was really good fun. Of course, it's actually pretty cool though, because being in the station, you actually see like 4 or 5 control panels, and of course it's actually for each car, because it is a Track the Star Ride. So like Ras 2, the Avenger over in Epcot, it's basically the same system, where they actually all have different like trains, of course, and Rise of Resistance at the same park as well. But you know what? It was actually a really cool ride. The scenes are pretty cool. I thought the screens, they were good, but I'm very different from what you thought of it. I thought some of the screens looked a bit, but you know, it worked. It definitely, some of them definitely worked. You know, overall, it was actually a really fun ride. The wind effects were good, and yeah, overall, the music was really good.
The thing I want to point out on, however, about ride is that when you're on it, I always have this most rides. It's one thing I always have on a theme, and even at Disney, Dollywood was actually a really good park for that, in fact. But when you look up, it's just not good. It's like, why can't they theme it? I mean, like, it's like lots of rides. Even the ride we went on yesterday, one of them I thought was cool. But one of the rides we went on yesterday, you look up and you got all the machinery, all the bars, all the lighting stuff.
I remember what that was.
Can you just like put a little, even if it's like a cover over it, just like cover it up? I think just most theme parks around the world, they do so well on the ground. I mean, the ground's awesome, the sides are awesome, obviously. I mean, but it's just the top part.
This is an exception to that. That is like phenomenal on the roof.
Yeah. This is the exception.
It's just weird. I just don't get it. It's the like, roof. I mean, I know a lot of people don't look at the roof, but like, it's a big part of it because you really feel like you're immersed. You want
the 360 feel. I want to be able to do this with a camera like that. And you're able to feel as if you're permanently in it. That's what I want it to feel like when you're looking around these rides.
I mean, I know you probably can't see much on the camera, but when you're looking up, you can definitely notice.
Yeah, so I'll probably put the camera down a little so you can see the screens. But I mean, on the top, you could definitely notice that it's not a lot of it. And that's the only thing I'd film out on, but definitely, again, one of the best rides in the world. Yeah. So much fun, and I can definitely see, for someone who's like, especially young kids and stuff, or not a big Star Wars fan, why would be your favourite over here at the park?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because like, obviously, I'm not. Well, if you don't like Star Wars, like if you think I'm not a massive fan, if you think Star Wars is okay, for Resistance. If you literally cannot stand Star Wars, I know some people like that, then you prefer it like that.
Yeah, you probably would. But I mean, you know, who doesn't like Star Wars? Like,
I know, it's so good, and the whole land is awesome. And you've got to understand it. Any big Star Wars fan, especially.
Oh wow. Basically, I mean, we know people that love like Star Wars and everything, and they just don't like theme parks. And we said to them, just come down to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge because it doesn't feel like a theme park there. It feels literally like you are actually in one of the movies, and that's what they're trying to make you feel like. And honestly, they've like pulled that air off so well.
Yeah.
You can really try to rail, it's still great.
Yeah, but things are starting to get a little bit tense, Adam, aren't they? Because we're now going to be heading on to, and you can see behind you right there, the Hollywood Tower of Terror.
And this is a ride that you've done before, and I actually haven't done. Okay. I didn't want to ride it when I was last here because I was quite young, so it was back in 2016.
And it's got a very unique element on it, which personally I think makes it worse because you have less of a decent element. But we'll go through that once we get off. But it is now time for Adam's first ever ride on the Disney World Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Yeah, they rained a lot.
And here we are, going towards Tower of Terror, but what's even more scary than Tower of Terror is we're towards JAYDEN. Oh, scary stuff. And last time you apparently didn't do just this one on your own, so we thought we'll wait for you and do it with you. But it literally is a walk-on queue right now.
It's crazy.
I think the queue times are messed up because
it says 50 minutes, and Rise of Resistance queue was like really wrong as well. Like, it's like well over like 6 minutes overestimated.
It's dead quiet though. Yeah, I mean literally walking in, it's very nice. It's like,
well overestimated. I mean, I've never been in this show, so I don't know. But
yeah, literally, look at this.
I know, that's it.
Literally, here we go, walking with the kid, and then we go straight in. Is it even open?
I was literally queuing outside last time.
Yeah.
And it was only like 30 minutes.
And then walk straight on. Oh, well. Next time you're taking over, go, Shane. Here we go, look, right in. That's awesome, let's go.
You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard, because in tonight's episode, you are the star, and this elevator travels you directly to the Twilight Zone.
Whoa. Scary.
Here we go.
One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and a nightmare. It's opening for you. Find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
We have just survived the Tower of Terror, and it definitely wasn't the hotel stay I was expecting.
It wasn't 60 minutes.
No, it wasn't 60 minutes either. It was a very quick check-in in that hotel. However, the ride itself was awesome. I didn't realize you could film in it until this guy started filming and there's like no staff telling him off at the beginning of the ride, and he had the camera right in front of the staff, so I thought it must be okay to film. And it's hard to film in here. Like, do you film, do you not? There's no real rule about it, but I think as a general rule of thumb you can film.
Yeah, so from what I believe, I was actually looking it up last night, and from what I believe, you're allowed to film with phones, cameras, GoPro, it applies for everything basically, any like phone or camera. You're allowed to film on every ride, apart from, there was one I can't remember now, I can't remember what it was. There's one ride you can't film on, and I don't know which one I think it could be Exhibition Everest, but I don't think it is. There's definitely one ride you can't, and I have no clue now which one it is. I literally don't even know, but there was one road you can't anyway.
Yeah, well, so it was hard at Epcot, I don't know we can film and stuff, but we did the Tower Terror and JAYDEN.
Oh no, that was it, no, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh, there you go.
So this is the one you can't film now.
There you go, well, we got on with this one. And Jane, how was Tower Terror?
Oh, it was incredible. Yeah, I loved it. I did it, I've already done it, but that one I think is better. I feel like...
Because you had me on it.
I feel like you get scores.
Yeah. Obviously.
I wasn't on my own.
No, it was a very, very fun ride. And also, it was nice to share with you guys. Like, I've never actually shared a drop tower with you guys. So that was really cool as well. However, we're only continuing our day this time. We're heading another ride that Jane has never done over here. The first time together with Adam and Jade, I've already done over here. This is Rock and Roller Coaster. Another coaster credit and another really awesome ride. So excited.
It's like one of the coasters we wanted to go on now for so long. I went on the Paris version. I unfortunately didn't get to have the opportunity to go on that. I saw it, but I've also been in like the off-road station as well. I've just never actually been in it. This as well. I'm so looking forward to this. Right? Yeah. Oh, it looks pretty good.
Let's stop the guitars playing, Jane, and let's get going over towards the Rock and Roller Coaster.
said 5, correct?
Wow. All right. Hey, don't mind us. We'll be finished in just a minute.
Hey! What's a hey? We can't leave these people here like this. We can't? Oh!
Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, guys, what do you expect me to do? Send them all with you?
Wait a minute. I love that idea. How about some backstage passes?
Yeah.
Come on. Make it happen. Give us some.
Okay, I'll make it happen. Listen, I'm going to need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch. Great. Okay, folks, look, the show is all the way across town, but I got you a really fast car.
We just rocked and rolled on the rocking roller coaster, and as we walked down past these models over towards our next attraction, and Jayden still don't work out his magic band. How was that ride?
It was very good. Yeah, the music made it better.
Yeah.
Last in your own way around. Lighting is good.
It was really, yeah. Sorry.
But it gave me a headache.
Yeah, so now you've got a headache.
I already had a little headache.
Yeah, so if you get a headache, don't go on that one, because as you board, there is non-stop music, non-stop turns, non-stop twists, non-stop lights, and other things like that are great. But overall, it's a really good ride, and you ranked it 5, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, 5.
And did 5.
4 Slinky Dog, so it's Slinky Dog 6, I think 4 is Hyperspace Mountain.
So yeah, man, all Disney rides, all amazing, but that right there, funny enough, is actually Paris was my first ever coaster, so that was really awesome. So let's get back on there, have those same exciting vibes as the one in Paris, and I actually prefer than the one in Paris, to be honest. It really, really is awesome. And Adam, you've never wanted to go, you never have wanted to go, but now you really did. How was that ride?
Oh, it was so good. Like, I mean, I really enjoyed that. The launch wasn't as powerful as I was expected, and maybe because we had 95-mile-an-hour coasters, which are 325 feet tall this trip. But you know, it was still fun, and it did have some nice inversions. It wasn't even that rough, which was quite nice actually.
Yeah.
I did this thing, I always wanted to go on the Walt Disney Studios Park one over in France, and I literally never got the opportunity to do it. Because I was under the height limit basically for a long time, and then I just didn't want to do it, so that was for a while. And you know, it was nice to get here to of course do it. I headed on to it, it was fun, it's just the music, oh that was incredible as well.
Yeah, but when you have a ride with onboard audio, I know James did a bit of Rocky yesterday and he really loved that, but when you have a ride with onboard audio, it brings it to the next level. I love the audio in your ears, you really feel immersed in the storyline as you're going around, non-stop music playing. It really, really is awesome. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's another alcohol. Please, it's awesome these rides.
Good themed music on the ride.
I think the best onboard audio has to be 100 Mountain. Because I blew when you go off, yeah. So you see your reaction, that's what 100 Mountain does.
I think that's better, to be honest. That was actually really good.
Yeah, that was really good. And also, if you want to meet any characters over here at the Studio Park, as we pass it, that's where you have to go, because you get to meet Mickey with Midget Mickey and Hollywood Minnie. They're the best places to go if you want to meet the characters in my eyes. Because you get to see both awesome things, also photo passes included in that as well.
No, cool. If you've seen the Disneyland Paris thing, me and Hugo bought.
Has, yeah. So in a bit, you're going to go off there, but we're going to do something else later on in the day. We're going to actually go off to Magic Kingdom.
Me and my sister just going to see characters, get autographed photos.
Sounds fun.
Look, obviously, in the Star Wars bit.
Yeah.
Watch the shows and stuff.
Exactly, that's pretty awesome. Have a talk about shows, Jayden. Next up, we're going to go over towards the Muppet Show. I think there's all the bubbles down there. We're going to make our way down towards the show. A fan favourite of mine, to be honest, when I last go over here.
I've never seen it, I don't know
yeah.
what it is.
It's really good fun. You know, it's a gateway for it, it's really good.
Screen.
It is kind of, it has a little surprise as well, and it's really, really awesome. So we're going to head in here, experience the Muppet Show 3D, and give you a review about it once we go off, but I don't think we'll have to film in here, as once again, it is a cinema. So there you go, from Muppets 3D Vision, and despite it being a 3D show, it is honestly so much fun. It's not your typical 3D, so if you're coming here, don't expect it to be 3D, so you're not going to go in it. It is very special, there's many special effects, some really awesome animatronics and actors as well within, and overall it is a really good show. Despite being like 20-something years old, it really is amazing.
Oh, it's quite good actually. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like phenomenal, but like it's pretty good. And it's nice as well how it's not just the 3D show. They also have, well, like the 3D screens, right? They also have like actors and stuff like that, like around the side.
Yeah, and this is a whole land as well, like little restaurants.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they don't like people don't rate this hard. So it's really nice actually. I mean, it really fits into this park, and I would personally like maybe redo a couple of bits in there. Maybe I don't know, trash or something.
Yeah, well, you can see it's popular though because when they built out this edge, it got like took down for a little bit.
Yeah,
they kept
I don't think it's like labelled as like an area that like starts gas edges. I think it's just like there. I don't think it's like as an area. But it's so cool. It's really cool actually. And it's got a restaurant, it's got a shop, it's got...
Yeah, it's really, really awesome inside. And my favorite is just doing how's the show?
Oh, incredible. Wow. I'm not incredible, but
it's good.
The animatronics are good. Like, I like my Swedish Shepherd.
Yeah, they're cool, yeah.
Seeing him.
And the two old guys are funny as well.
Yeah, the two joking ones.
Yeah, they're really good fun as well.
But yeah, overall it's good. I'm not a big fan of 3D stuff, makes my eyes feel a bit.
Yeah, overall it was a good show. It's sort of thing as well, which I would say on a busy time, like in the middle of the day, we like to go out and go to the hotels and have a little hotel hop. But in the middle of the day, if you want to stay in the park the entire day, that's the sort of thing you should do. The little shows, the little character moving stuff, which doesn't put up a long queue, but it's still really good fun. And that's the sort of thing I suggest doing because rides like now, like Titanic, probably be like a 2-hour queue. And you've got to walk across like that. So if you're not going to go out of the park, go to stuff like the shows and attractions because they're the sort of things that you can normally get there in a reasonable amount of time. They last for a long period of time and it's a great way to break up the day in the middle as well instead of doing non-stop riding.
I mean, we're not going to be staying in now because we're off our hotel there, the Magic Kingdom. He's not going to park.
This will be very exciting, yeah. So at the moment, as far as our plans go, we're going to be leaving Jane unfortunately, so goodbye as well as those guys. Good, very sad.
Enjoy your park.
No, thank you, Jane. You enjoy your time here at Hollywood and Disney Springs.
Yep.
So next time we see you in another video, very shortly. And we're going to be going off towards our hotel, back to, what's it called? What's it called again? Coronado Springs, that's the one. And then we're going to be heading, oh that's not a bad way to, oh is it 2 minutes? It's 25 minutes, that's the one. And then we're going to be heading down over towards the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So it's not long to go till the party begins, however we want to get to the room, wash some clothes, head nip in the pool and show you a little bit around. So no further ado, let's jump on the bus and we'll see you there. Or maybe in a cable car in the meantime. And we've just got off the bus and heading towards our hotel. And I just realised I haven't really showed you a lot of our hotel. Like I said, we always start in the morning from the hotel. We always end the vlog at night in our hotel too, but we haven't really showed you a lot around it. That's because we haven't really been here a lot of the time. It's our first time entering past the casitas right now, and we're currently in the cabanas. So we decided to go over the casitas, walk around, have a quick look at it. Now, I will be doing a whole hotel vlog, including the pool, facility like that, later on in the trip. However, we thought, we'll stop here, go across the bridge, haven't even gone across the famous bridge yet, which is unusual.
And also as well, the thing is, we thought that every day we'll go and experience like 2 parks and then a new hotel.
Yeah, so let's do the contemporary.
So today is of course, yesterday was contemporary, today is of course the hotel we're staying in. And we thought, you know, I mean, we might as well come down here because this is going to be the longest day out of all of them, so we thought it would be quite nice to have our room still here.
Yeah,
so if it's going to be the longest day.
We can use the pool a little bit maybe as well, do the washing and all that, appreciate this hotel, because it's the one we're staying in today. It's an amazing hotel, I'm absolutely fine. I can't believe it's part of a like moderate hotel. I think it's a moderate hotel? Yeah. Moderate hotel. And that's bonkers because like, of course like some of the value ones have a cable car, but I've heard bad reports about getting the cable cars to parks. So if you're in a hotel, well, it's not okay guys, but the bus is always there on time. The longest way is like 20 minutes for it, and that's because we just missed one. Everything like that's perfect. The hotel is unbelievably nice, and I think just don't get put off by the fact that it hasn't got the transportation. This hotel is absolutely awesome. There's so many different areas, and if Mars, it's nicer than some of the deluxe ones, really. I know.
I do like contemporary, but
yeah, I know. I think I actually prefer it more than contemporary, to be honest with you. I think it has that nice feel about it. Like surrounding. I love how, especially in this as well as Caribbean Beach, they both have a nice feel when it comes to the whole, like multiple different areas. It kind of stretches back. You can walk on the lake. It's It's actually equivalent of around a mile to get around the whole lake, so that's pretty cool as well. And then you can visit awesome restaurants as well in the middle. So we'll have a little walk around, show you some clips, and head to our room before going out and eating in the restaurant over here at the hotel, which is quite cool.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Okay, so we are now back at our room. We're actually, funny enough, leaving the room as we just quickly went to go and drop off the laundry, and now we're heading out to have a little bit of dinner slash sort of lunch because we didn't actually eat dinner in our family, and that is the biggest thing I want to point out right away. As you probably noticed, Jayden's family did leave us over at Hollywood Studios, and that is because everyone has different schedules. Everyone has different things we do. So over here in the Derricks, for example, we like to wake up mega early, I mean like 5 o'clock early, like we did today. Yeah. Then head to the park as soon as we can, maximise those few rides, come out during lunchtime or something like that, chill out in the room, which we're going to do in a sec, and go to the pool and stuff. A little bit of editing, yeah, but like going in the hotel or exploring hotels.
Or just like exploring whatever hotel you want.
Which is a lot more relaxed when it's busy, and then we then go back into the park for evening / night rides, which is how we do it. However, for like Oz and Kate, we do it differently and stuff, and James fans do it differently, and that's the whole point. The biggest thing with Disney is that you do it how you want to do it.
And I mean, a lot of people like wouldn't want to do what we did because it just doesn't work for them. And especially Jane's family, a lot of people would want to do their sort of schedule. I imagine more people would do their schedule than ours, but like, I mean, this just works fine for us, to be honest. Yeah,
exactly, and exactly. Everyone, but when you come here, you can watch all these YouTubers like us do these sort of travelling things. But to be honest, watch loads. But when you come here, experience how you want to experience, work stuff out, try new ideas, do it where everyone does, and then you'll find the best pattern for your family.
So, I mean, it can be quite tiring, like wake up at 5 and then get into bed like 0.
But it's like, even like this morning, we're still doing that, because this morning we came out, we thought, oh, why don't we now do what we looked at last time, doing a little ride and a bigger ride. That worked for us, so now in every single day from now on, we're going to do that.
I mean, we're going to do the second major attraction, then the major attraction.
Exactly, so, but we learn, and that's what you guys need to do as well if you go to trip. You need to learn what's best for your family, complete that, and then you have the best trip you can have. But a worst trip, little done as well, the worst trip is when you don't do what you want to do, and you do what people tell you to do, and then you come out there and you're absolutely shattered all the time, you can't focus. So do whatever you think is best for your family or group, because that is how
the best
you can maximise your trip. Stop it. Yeah, no, it's definitely what you need to do, because it's tiring. Disney days, they are tiring, and I'm not going to deny it. When you get back from these sort of holidays, it's not like a summer holidays where you come back and chill out in the sun by any means. However, if you do it right, you'll have one of the, if not the best holiday of your life.
Oh yeah, it'd be amazing. You like it is now, to be honest.
And also, when it comes to hotels, that's how we like it, it's also a lot quieter in the middle of the day.
Oh, it is.
So when we go to explore, we get to, it's quieter at the hotels, busy at the parks. It's a win-win.
Yeah, I said the busiest time's like morning, like about 8 to 5 cents for the busiest time. I mean, we're never here, but we know from people who are here that it's pretty busy, like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, whereas now you can enjoy the facilities, and we come back when the park is quieter. For us, we just like quiet times, to us.
Yeah, and things like Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, water parks are all open right now. Actually, most of the beaches not, but
And also, as well, there are also many golf courses that are included in our ticket. I don't know if we're going to do every single ticket, but we've got little crazy golf courses and little things. We're going to do it tomorrow with Jaden's time, possibly, when we come back to the hotel in the evening. So it's also something that you can also do as well. However, it is all about doing what you want to do, and if you don't want to do crazy golf, then don't do golf. If you want to go to the parks non-stop, then do parks non-stop, but just do whatever you think is best. And now as we enter into the main lobby of our hotel, we're now going to head down, maybe look in the shop a little bit later on, and get some lunch, because it's a really nice shop.
Oh, my eyes.
That was delicious. And after a quick game of volleyball, and by volleyball I mean literally we just chucked it over, and then I was playing a little bit of a baby volleyball, which is that little thing down there, which is much more up street, even though we still failed to hit the thing. We are now continuing our way across to the park, and it's so nice to go in the middle of the day. I think it looks like I'm sweating buckets right now. I just got out there playing a sport, but it's a lovely place, and that's what's so nice about it. Especially, you were saying earlier, it needs more value. Now, of course, it's not value, but
it's like the middle ground hotel.
If it's more cheap ground hotels, you get more space.
Yeah.
It's like, we should get like Grand Floridian and even like contemporary and Polynesian and stuff.
I love like contemporary. I do agree that
you don't get
hotel just doesn't really have that much space to it, and it does feel very commercial, that area.
Yeah, you go so near as well with tourist spots. Whereas here, you've got so much land to play around with, you've got loads of little games and stuff, which you don't go over there. And even if it is the games over there, it'll be absolutely packed with people coming to visit and stuff. So, if you come over here towards the park, or across to Disney World, make sure to play these little games and come to a hotel, which again, suits your family. Because even though it's more expensive, does not mean it's better. No. You've got to go come see a show. Some of us, like even like if you're going for a short amount of time, I'd rather go down Art of Animation to be honest. Yeah. Have a fun hotel for a short amount of time. Or if you're going for a long amount of time, it's different. Like you have to do where you go and look into it. However, we are now coming back up to the bus that I said earlier to take our way down to Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which I'm honestly so excited about. So let's stop here at bus stop 4 and see you at Magic Kingdom. And here we are now down Main Street, USA, and after getting off the bus, we've noticed that quite a few people do dress up. Some do a little, some do a lot, and some people just don't at all. There's a few, like, we aren't absolutely fussed about dressing up, so we just came along to the party, whereas some people as well, if you look around, don't do anything really.
Exactly, hence why we don't usually see the characters over here at Disney Parks. So I know for a lot of people, that's a must-do here at these parks, and that's totally fine, but for us personally, yeah, we don't usually like dressing up for, of course, seeing all the characters over here at the parks. Yeah, but we are now inside, and I started to start filming here because we've got to go down a special little path. As you look down here, you can see they open up this side gate where the parade normally comes from. And what I want to say is amazing as well is this is the parade route, and they still have a nice theming. I just wanted to point out. I know I was making
themed this for the Halloween event, though.
No, I know that, but I mean the path's still nice. So it is absolutely crazy. However, they have gone full out of this. It has not been cheap at all. However, they have gone full out on this event so far. And it hasn't even started yet. It's going to start in like...
Yeah, I think it's going to start in a couple of hours.
So we're going to have a quick look around, see what there is. But there's so many things to do and we'll cover all of them throughout the evening. That's going to be pretty awesome.
Something about the candy bags.
And we've just got our bags from over here, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and it starts to rain. Yeah. And I mean by a puddle, I mean literally my feet are up here.
Under the water.
It's raining, and I think there's this stupid umbrella with see-through. It didn't help at all. We literally went under here, and it's absolutely packed everywhere. And forced out of our eyes. I mean, what a start to an event.
Tries to move pretty quiet now, even though they're probably shut. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's almost worth just sitting in it and just dealing with it. But I mean, it is really raining here. But feet, I mean, like, that is how much it's in there.
Literally, like,
I mean, it's literally the whole shoes under here. This is what I mean by Florida weather. It literally is a flood here. Oh, it's absolutely crazy. And also, fun fact as well, straight after that, because it started to rain, not this bad, we actually ended up getting into the Space Mountain, and it was my 200 coaster again because we got a mega, so that was really cool as well. Didn't film it, however, because I thought that it wasn't that big, and I always got off, always my 200 coaster, so I thought I'd mention it over on the video. However, it is raining right now, so I'm going to put the camera away and catch up with you when it stops, but yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, it's a little bit wet. Not bad over here, but oh yeah.
Carrying on, you know.
We're carrying on over to that pool there, not carrying on the day because it's soaking wet. Let's go under here. So we decided that despite the rain not fully stopping, we got to go on with our day, and it wouldn't be Florida without walking in the rain a little one. So we're exploring the park, and I do apologise for the dirtiness / rain on the end of the lens, and that's because it's still constantly raining. Yeah, and I feel like I'm getting absolutely soaked right now. Yeah. You know, we're sick of it because we're about to be into it. So many people want to come here, so we thought, you know what, as we're here, we're going to make most of it, crack on about it. Yeah, over here, as you can see, it's probably lightning as well, but it's meant to be raining until pretty much like 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, so that's fun. It's going to be fun, but there are still some indoor rides open over here at the park, so we're going to go around, explore the Halloween stuff when it's a little more like a light rain, because you can see the horizon over there, starting to come in my light down there, and then when it starts drying up a little bit, we're going to start getting all the outdoor rides again, experiencing all the Halloween stuff and lots more. But you can see, you know, in Florida, when people start walking out and it's this level rain, but in the UK, this level rain when you're going in. I know. It's crazy how you go out, but where do you think we should go first? Do you think we should look around? I don't know, yeah, just check everything out really, because it starts, everything starts 7, which is now 6:34, so you can probably just go have a look around the park, 6, 7, and maybe jump on fire scat being so that's like open on it, so yeah. That's pretty cool, like Alex in July. You actually like to do? I don't know that.
I mean, like if Splash Mountain's like that, maybe that, but I don't know.
Nah, I don't look around because lots of the outdoor rides do actually close to the rain. Not like we're not much willing to do them.
Yeah.
Lots of them do actually close with the rain, so that makes the indoor rides a lot more busy. So it's actually a really good time to look, man, especially if there's no one out. Take the photos too, but people are always getting on their day and experiencing the magic over here at Magic Kingdom, and that's what we're going to do. Right away, we're looking at all the Halloween decks that have been put out for this very special event. Let's go, guys. And along our tour, we're going to start off with actually doing some indoor rides because we are touring the parks. We're going to make our way around, but along the way we decided we're going to dip indoors occasionally, refresh again, get ready. You can see the lightning and thunder down here. You can literally hear it going on. As I'm talking, listen to that, it's bonkers down there. You can tell it's going to be a wet night tonight. And as we are going along here, we decided to go indoor rides because...
Yeah, we thought, I mean, on the way to Pirates Caribbean, because that was like an opening, we thought, you know, we might as well just do a couple of indoor attractions like Small World, it's a Small World, and stuff like that, because Splash Mountain's actually shut right now, probably.
Yeah, lots of the outdoor ones are shut. So we thought, before we're doing those ones, it gives us a little bit of break instead of getting inside, as well as gives us a fun attraction to do in the meantime when the clouds are like that on the castle. So if you're going to Florida, it's not only sunny, trust me, guys.
Oh yeah, no.
Let's sunny. They do the two extremes over here, Florida. They do really sunny and really wet. And so yeah, exactly. To start off with, we're going to do one of these rides down here. We don't know which yet, but we will do one of them when we see the queues. And it's going to be, it's a Small World. Well, it's not raining this Small World, is it? Here's the rain. It truly is a Small World after all, and it is still really good ride at the park. It's definitely a classic. Like, you look at it and think, you can tell it's old. However, there is no in a million years they should move that ride there. That is so much fun. It's really, really nice for a family, and it is one ride that a trip to Disney World would be nowhere near completed out.
It's great.
And especially good in the rain as well, because not only do you go around for around a 10-minute ride, but at the end, you also wait for a while, especially when they got more boats on like we did today. So if it's in the raining, it's definitely a good ride to do. Nevertheless, it looks like it's stopped the rain for a little bit now, and so we're going to continue our way round to some more rides and attractions over here at the park, with the first one being the Haunted Mansion down there, where we are heading right away right now. It's got currently a 25-minute queue, and it looks pretty awesome from over here. So there is no better Halloween to do in town than head on to the Haunted Mansion. Wahahaha.
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching, or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Sensitive to bright lights. Sensitive of the greatest ghost writers the literary world has ever known. May be made at the end of the
spirits, wherever they're at. Tranquility.
survived the Haunted Mansion on Halloween, and as far as the attraction goes, there's not a lot of difference on the ride itself. So if you're going for a ride, then don't go on it if you're over at Halloween. However, with it being haunted themed and having the actors inside, well, more like cast members dressed up as actors sort of thing, it really is an immersive experience.
It is, and literally all the cast members as well, like acting much more creepy, like when you're on, like they're all like really grumpy.
Personally, I don't get what,
just goes with it.
Personally, I don't get why they can't do it normally, because it's like an immersive experience
I
more.
guess, but you know, it's really nice how like they put in an extra effort for this. And also as well, all the cast members are either in special uniform and such, or they're in like, again, another special uniform. All the cast members which are not like in a special attraction are sort of like all wearing like,
I feel like sort of Halloween sort of clothes.
Which is really nice.
It's really nice, really nice touch as well. You can see also a line of army. You can really see the effort that's going into this event, and especially for when it's raining as well. We're not stopping it all, we're keeping it going, motivating on.
Because even for Florida, this is pretty bad Florida. I know it rains a lot, but you know, the thing is, like, it's really nice to carry on doing it, and all the rides still open, and yeah, it's just nice.
It's really nice to do. And so we have to continue our day over here on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party by heading towards one of the Halloween attractions, because when you do enter the park, and I should show you earlier, you do get a map that my dad's holding right now, listing all of the attractions, the job, especially design map, which is really awesome as well, that you can experience over here on the Halloween party. And so we have to go to one of them, which is going to be Parts of the Caribbean. And if on the way we do stumble across some like trick-or-treat stuff, we might go a few little snacks. However, I'm looking forward to Parts of the Caribbean, and I've heard some very, very good things about it.
We've heard that this is probably the second best attraction for Halloween. I mean, the best probably be Space Mountain, which I'm very looking forward to, because we did hope Space Mountain over in Disneyland in 2019. And I'm looking forward to seeing, I know that our place has Ghost Galaxy, but I'm looking forward to still seeing their sort of own version for Halloween this time. So it's going to be really cool to see.
And I do agree with you. It's going to be really cool to see, and we have found one of the studios and some characters walking around, which is also pretty awesome. So we will make our way down to Parts of the Caribbean, but in the meantime, we may go and meet some characters and get some candy. Halloween themed Parts of the Caribbean? I think so. Longest going I've ever had to wait for it though, 40 minutes.
You knew the whole list. They didn't think they wanted to, they didn't like, oh, ahoy there, mateys.
Oh, yeah.
Take all of the risk. I'll do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ahoy!
Ah, there's trick.
What are you looking at?
That was an awesome ride on Halloween. Ding. Okay, I had to use that pun. However, that was honestly such a great ride as well. Being able to go on the normal Parts of the Caribbean, which for me is always a favourite. Plus, Adam, being also as actors, not only within the queue last that ride, but also on the ride itself, which is pretty bonkers. Not as bonkers as how long as queue is to meet Jack Sparrow, but still pretty crazy. And it was really good. It was really good. I think we put in a lot of effort for this event, and I said to Dad in the queue line, there's a few things that today we're going to assess this event and whether it's worth it. I can't remember the exact price it doesn't get in. Do you know the price?
I think it's around $8 to $9 a person.
Yeah, actually really awesome.
It all depends. Like if you're visiting close to Halloween, obviously it gets more expensive, and obviously if you're further away like we are now, it's a little bit cheaper. But you know what? We probably, I mean, we definitely won't come back to Halloween only because we literally don't have the time or anything. Yeah. So I mean, we had to do it now. So
yeah. So the way we're going to assess it, whether it's worth money or not, there's a few factors.
Anyway.
Factor number one is the candy we get. If we get a lot of sweets, a lot of goodies, that's awesome. We can even make it work, because each like chocolate bar at Disney's like £4. So you've really got to do it. And you've got to do it like 20 times and get money back. Really, theoretically, Plus, we're also then going to assess it on how good the rides are. So if they're going to do more acts on the rides, if the rides are good at dark, etc., how unique our experience is. And then finally, we're going to assess it on the fact that we get an extra few hours in the park and no one else gets. Because if you're not going to the event, you have to leave Magic Kingdom right now, whereas we get to go down here, see some awesome characters and stuff like that, and really unique moments that we're going to have here that we're never going to forget.
I do think
for a few extra hours.
Yeah, I do think though, especially Pirates of the Caribbean,
the camera just sprayed.
I do think not Pirates of the Caribbean, there should have a couple more like actors on there, because in my opinion it was nice to see the actors, but I definitely felt like there were like 4 actors in the whole thing. So if there were a couple more, I think it'd be perfect. But maybe like 10 maybe or something like that, it would be a bit better. But you know, it was still good to experience, but it just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Okay, yeah. But what I do think we're going to Space Mountain later on, because they're 10 of the full lights apparently. I'm mega excited about it, because the beach was good on a night, but wow, imagine
also,
all the lights out on a roller coaster.
Really, actually mentioned it, but we actually got another credit earlier on Space Mountain.
I did mention it, yeah, my 200 fun as well.
Yeah, pretty cool to get that. But
it was pretty cool to go and get that.
And it's quite rare, because literally it's only like 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly, part more to the event. So that's another reason why you can. Is it worth paying Chris for that? I don't know. For you, maybe it is. Maybe it is. However, we are continuing our day right now with a few other little rides, because we are going to try to watch a show in the next half an hour or so. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a small ride with 2 of the teacups. Then after that, we're going to have a little look at the shops, because another thing this event has is limited merch.
Oh yeah, they do, like, tons of it.
Which you wouldn't get otherwise if you go to the event. There's lots of things they offer when you go through the list. So at the end, we'll make a massive start, whether we pro or if it's not. Oh, lightning's crazy over here. It's just flashing like mental. Yeah. So maybe it might rain in a bit too, but we're going to go on the teacups. We're then going to go and head over to the shops, look around there, see what merch they have to offer this event, followed by our first show, a Halloween special show, which is, oh, where you go again? The line is just going mental right now, which is also going to be pretty exciting too. Or maybe not the teacups yet, and we're still planning to get to the show in the next 20 minutes and add a 15-minute queue. So we decided we'll skip that one and instead go to the shop and catch it later on.
Yeah, but we will do it later because it looks pretty good actually.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think we've ever done the Magic Kingdom though.
I don't think I've ever done that one, no. So it'd be good to get on there, and plus with that awesome Halloween theming and stuff, I really feel like it's worth getting on there because it does look pretty awesome indeed. However, we instead are going to go down to the shops now with you guys, because as the show is starting, it's not that important for us to get right to the front, we decided, because we've only got a few magic hours here at the park and we want to maximise them. So standing an hour and a half towards the show for us, obviously what's different is not maximising the show.
I mean, we can't really be bothered to stand there and I would already stuff like Space Mountain a couple of times. Or
yeah, but we're also going to watch the show and experience it, show you guys it. But for us it's not so important to go and stand at the entrance the whole time than that. But again, everyone's different and I know some people want to do it too. But one thing that is important is some candidates one, because I really want some of that more. However, it is now time to head over towards the show, look at Magic Kingdom and see so much more. But first reactions of this event?
It's pretty good actually. There's some points where I'm like, oh, it's a bit underwhelming, and then there's other points where I'm like, you know, it's actually really good. So far, it's about what I thought, to be honest. It's pretty good and I'm actually really enjoying it. So
yeah, it is really good, and there's definitely a massive volume of characters as well. More characters than I thought would be out as well actually, which is really cool.
Oh yeah.
So that would be really awesome to see. Possibly some as well throughout this event. But now it is time to go to the shop. I'm with the lightning going as well, really was. Now it's time to go to the shop, have a little look at what Halloween merch is over here for this event, and then watch the show, because I've got a feeling this show is going to be pretty awesome. So here is a quick look at the not so scary Halloween event merch, and this is only in addition to the event as well. Yeah. So if you're looking to get this, you've got to come to the end to get it, or get off eBay later on, probably for a little bit more money, to be honest with you. However, it does look really cool, and it looks like they're all scattered along the store. So we're going to have a quick look around and see what it has to offer. But so far, so good. So there is a quick look of the merch inside of the store, and it looks pretty good, I've got to admit.
It is good, but I feel like it should be a little bit more.
You've got to remember, this is a one-time event on it, so obviously it's on multiple times, but it's like, it's not like the all year round, it's not like it's going to be for a while, so it can't get too much time, so it's giving us something.
Yeah, exactly. And what they have there is great, like the t-shirts are great, jumpers are great, all that sort of stuff. But I do think that yeah, possibly they should have had like a pin badge or a magnet, even a pencil, just something like that. Because people come here, like, I know a lot of people who like pin badges and everything like that, and personally, if there was a pin badge, I already got something like that. You know, overall, apart from that, it's actually pretty good, to be honest. It's quite solid for an event. So.
Yeah, it really is a good merch. And now, as I said earlier, we are going to go and watch the show, but I just want to point out while I'm here, and that's why I start filming from here, how amazing it is. They set up overnight, really. Like, I know some of it's already out already, but all of these pumpkins in the windows and stuff like that, it really comes to life. And thinking that we were here yesterday, and obviously this morning, it just looks like this now. It's really transformed. That's one thing I was a little bit worried about originally, but when we came here, that it wasn't going to change that much. But it seems to have. It seems to look really, really awesome now. The music is playing. The oh, look at that. The atmosphere is building, and it really does look incredible down in Main Street, USA.
It is time to go for Springs.
So there you go, from a quick look at that show, and to be honest, I didn't realise that I was on the stage, so when I went to my position to start filming, I thought I was on the castle, so I was a little bit too far back, and I do want to apologise for that. However, as far as the show goes, it is very short, and I mean very short, but it is full of many villains, many characters, which you can see sing the dancing to the songs, which is pretty awesome.
I do get too much actually, because I'm standing down Main Street. You know, from like the last 10-20 seconds I've seen of it, it looked pretty good actually. We saw Oogie Boogie, which is a must-see over here, of course, at the party. And you know what, overall, it looked pretty good, but I wouldn't rush back to it, definitely, in that show. But you know, I mean, it did look pretty good, and obviously, it's a Disney show, so they're always great, but yeah. I wouldn't say it's a must redo, but I would say it's a must do on your first visit.
Yeah, I do agree with you. So I know shows which, there's also lots of different shows, lots of different things, like I said, we won't get everything done that is here tonight, but I know
it's too much to get done.
So it really does depend on what you want to do. As it's our first time here, as we said earlier, we're quite used to going to theme parks and doing our tips and tricks, whereas here, we've never done any sort of events before like this, so it really is our first time, and as I'm just staring over lightning gas right now, it is our first time, meaning that we're not sure what to do, sometimes we don't know what to do, whereas when we were waiting down there, we were like, I went down there, it's a great view from here. Rest of the show. So throughout today, I do want to apologise for us not being as aware, but it doesn't mean you get first time reactions too, which is also pretty awesome, and I'm loving the ambience here.
Oh, it's really nice. I mean, obviously all the atmosphere, it's great, you know, it's really good.
And it actually is, well, there's only 30 minutes to go till the show begins tonight. Look at the lightning over here, it's mental. Only 30 minutes to go till the show does begin, which is a parade this time, so we must get out to there too. And in the meantime, we might do a few little rides, looking around some food areas, and keep you guys informed throughout, but it's going to be awesome, and I do promise you we'll have some rides later on, because we have a few rides we have to do. Yeah, so I'm so excited to go there later on, but in the meantime, we'll do a few attractions, and then see you for the parade.
Yeah, but the audience did. Give her a round of applause.
And after a quick look around, we have realised that not only is there limited edition merch within the shops, but if you continue walking around to many of the restaurants that's currently open, you can also get your hands on some pretty good goodies like that one over there. Yeah, something like that, as well as many, many more. So if you're coming here, make sure to have a look around the areas, because there's lots of different merch and goodies and snacks, which won't be in every single shop. So, is it good?
No, I
haven't tried it yet, so yeah, it looks good. She thinks it's good. But it is really cool. But of course, it does cost money, and I think it was around $12 to buy that.
No, $9.
Oh, $9. That wasn't that bad at all, actually. And that's really one of the things that's over here as well. Like, they've got a lot of food, they've got a lot of snacks, they've got a lot of merch, and they've got a lot of sweets as well. So if you come into the place, have a look around for the snacks, because even though it's not obviously labelled at the entrance gate, it does not mean they're not there. And if you go in each individual shop, you will get them. I think Adam, however, wants to get an apple, like chocolate apple, but themed towards a pumpkin. So we'll have a look around and see if there's that as well a bit later on. But it looks good, but there's no time to waste. We've only got another 3 hours remaining, and literally time has flown over here. And there's so much to do. We've got to now prioritise what we want to do here at the park. What we want to do is like that, because it's already been on for like 2 hours. It's almost halfway. So, yeah, I know, we really enjoy walking around, but there's so many shows, I mean, it's just everywhere you look, there's something all over here, so we've really got to get a move on it.
Of Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade has been delayed. We hope to begin our parade shortly, and we will keep you informed. We appreciate your understanding. Thank you.
Unfortunately, the parade has been delayed due to the weather, and as we said earlier, we have got an awful lot to do. So after waiting for around 10 or so minutes, having a little snack down there, we decided to continue our day instead of waiting for the parade, as there is another parade later on in the day, and we also have our entire day not only of the amazing attractions they've got over here on Mickey's Let's Go Halloween Party, and just sit there waiting the whole time. So I think it's a good decision, to be honest. And also, while we're passing, I want to point out that down there is a special area which you can go if you pay for it. There's also an added-on option where you get some food and stuff like that, and that is located down there with a great view of the fireworks in the evening. However, it is priced as it is, and we thought it's not worth doing that when we'd rather spend our time going around and completing the rides, shows, attractions, and seeing the characters instead. But that lightning's really cool.
It is so cool that it adds like a massive fade onto it. I mean, that flash you just seen there was so fast.
Oh yeah, there you go, yeah.
But yeah, no, the lightning, sorry, is actually really cool. Also, the lighting is also really cool.
Yeah.
And also as well, on Space Mountain, you'll probably see in a minute, they actually have ghosts flying around the outside of the actual mountain itself.
Which is really cool, yeah. Exactly. And it's one of the rides Space Mountain, which you mentioned 100 times in this video already, but it has something really special, which they only do to get Halloween party. And that's the sort of thing that I want to see a lot of over here today, because those sort of things, like, you can do People Mover any day at night, you can do some attractions any day, but the stuff that's unique to just as events, the stuff that I want to get on here today, because not only do we live in the UK and don't come here a lot, but it is very unusual for us to head up during the time where we can do the Let's Go Halloween Party, and so we have to do the rides and the attractions that is unique to this event only. So Adam, we're now entering it. Space Mountain, I've heard of it for years on end. Are you excited to get on it?
Oh, I'm so excited to get on it. Of course, it's not Ghost Galaxy in Disneyland, which is not what I've really wanted to do, but still, it's going to be cool to see it like fully lights off. And because obviously when you're on it, I know it's pretty dark anyway, but you can still see, like, of course, as they call it, the stars basically. Of course, with like all the projections and everything like that. But to actually be able to see it, oh, that's so cool. And to actually be able to see it.
Yeah, and actually, first of all, look at that, it's really cool lighting on that.
We had to go out.
But when we first went on this ride a little bit earlier on, it started off with a little bit dark, and I thought, that's dark. Now we're going to do all of this when it is dark, so how cool is that? And there's even a little show there of Sunny and Mike. I mean, they're dishing non-stop. Every single second we turn, there's something new, and I think, I don't say have 2 days here because it's definitely not cheap, but before you go, one mistake that we made is not look up everything that's on, because there's a lot on, and you definitely need to plan it. Yeah, I know, but you definitely need to plan your order you're doing on these events, because you haven't got a lot of time, and there's an awful lot to do. And I thought by now my whole bag will be filled up, but it's not. But there is genuinely so much to do, and it really is awesome. But a 30-minute queue for Space Mountain on not Let's Go Halloween Party, I think we should, don't you?
It's a must. Yeah,
it's a must. So let's go on to Space Mountain.
Thank you, and enjoy your flight.
Space Mountain in pitch black? Well, I wasn't 100% sure about that. I really enjoyed the ride and stuff. I love Space Mountain, it's such a fun attraction here at the park. But with pitch black, it didn't even feel complete. At the start, it was like mental.
Oh yeah.
But halfway it kind of had all the exit emergency lights, which was weird. But it was really good fun.
I loved it. Like, I thought that's one of the best experiences I had on the coaster.
Really?
Like, it was really good. Like, honestly, like lights completely off, of course. That's basically the main thing about it. And you know, it was actually really good fun. Like, literally, just going all them turns with like pitch black, because it's gone quite like it's quite a fast-paced coaster, and it's a bit relentless as well. So when you go around it, it sort of whips to each side, and when you don't really know what side it is, like I've been on it twice now. Of course, that was my third time. But when you don't know what side you're going to go next, it's quite like it sort of pushes you to the side, and it's quite windy as well. So you know that was insane in the dark. I was expecting it to go left, and it went right.
It's pretty crazy, and I did think I was on the front row. I thought I wish it was a little bit like darker, and I didn't actually film on the ride itself because I have a few cameras and like little light bits on the camera, and I thought I don't want to have that going off on the ride because someone else's mini gears were lighting up on the car just for us, and it like just ruined the experience a little bit. So I decided to leave the camera off. We want to know how it feels. That's how it feels for like a few minutes, okay? It was pretty crazy. Definitely experience. I thought it'd be a little bit darker, but geez, it was scary. If I didn't have that first ride where you went into the transform and thing starts, I would have thought it would be a bit unbelievable, but yeah, it was still amazing, and definitely one which I wish to put projections of a ghost around. That's the only thing I wish. Yeah. But it was still a really good fun attraction. It was really good, yeah. So if you come to the park, especially on that event, get yourself on there because it's really, really awesome. But I wouldn't come to the event for the sole reason of going on that ride back there. And as you can really tell right now, my voice is starting to go as I've been vlogging for a few days now, but this day has been an awfully long day, but also an awfully amazing day as well. And so, I think without further ado, we're going to go and watch the fireworks on the castle right now, and I'm really, really looking forward to this because I love fireworks shows, and I feel like this one's just going to be absolutely crazy. And for what I've seen in the years before, it has always been a absolutely amazing performance.
Oh yeah, I mean, shows in the castle have always been amazing. I don't think we've got seeing it. So.
Yeah, so no further ado, let's go to the castle and watch the show.
The story that you are about to is one for both the young and the old. Unlike anything you've ever seen, get ready for this is Halloween.
Wonderful to have you here, for I, Jack Skellington, have a tale to tell. Yes, Halloween is a night filled with surprises, playful tricks, playful treats. What? Anything can happen on Halloween.
Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. Hear that treat that's good to eat. If you want to be quite so free. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat.
Oh, Minnie, I just love trick-or-treating. All the costumes.
Feel the candy.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Scary? Well, maybe more not so scary, Donald. Let's go. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat.
friends, with a lot of adventure and a bit of fright, Halloween is the greatest of nights. Happy Halloween!
Thank you for joining us.
Wow, that was impressive, and despite our view being blocked by a tree, that was honestly such an amazing show. And it has been a long, and I mean a very long time, until I see a show like that. That was honestly fantastic, so much fun. Really enjoyable. I absolutely loved the projection mapping. I'm always a picker now, because now I feel like we're just chucking a bit of a projector on a castle. Whereas in this show, they had all the different parts moving, there were the turrets bouncing, there was even the little turrets down there, they were all projection maps as well.
There was one part of it which didn't have something on that. You never got left there thinking, oh yeah, what am I meant to be looking at? Because there was so much going on, you couldn't really catch it to it.
From the sky to the thing to the other buildings, yeah, you couldn't get all. Yeah, and also I thought it'd be cool as well. I mean, it does like that skeleton coming out and stuff.
I mean, that was cool. Also,
and all the villains. It wasn't like there wasn't many like long song sequences, which is where I normally lose track after like 3 minutes of the same song playing. Whereas in that, you had a bit of each character, you had a few key songs, you had everything like that. It was just perfect. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen a show like that, and that is definitely something that I will not forget. It's honestly amazing.
Disneyland Paris just doesn't do shows like that anymore. Like they used to.
Yeah, I used to look forward to the evening shows, and then they kind of went down there with that. If they had those every night, I would be there every night. And I want to see one over here when it's not Halloween night to compare it to the show there. But yeah, having seen a show like that for a very long time, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was so good. It's definitely worth our time as well. We did wait like 10 or 20 minutes. It was definitely worth that. It was really cool. And as we have a castle behind me right now, we are now going back into the park area to do a few more night rides. And so that's really good as well. It's due to this show being actually like midway through, a bit like 3/4 of the evening. It means that that's when we might leave now. So hopefully, it doesn't look like it, but hopefully the queues may drop now.
Yeah, you never know.
And if they do, it means we get some good rides. But we're good at the teacups. Another one, Light Space Mountain at night.
Halloween overlay.
It's a Halloween overlay, and it looks really cool.
I mean, we're just trying to do like all the Halloween overlays, because obviously we're going to be back here at night, like probably tomorrow or the next day, something like that. So we try and experience everything at night whilst we can. Like Space Mountain we'll do again. Because obviously that's like pitch and that. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And this looks really cool as well. All the lighting and stuff. So let's go to have a little Mad Tea Party, if you ask me, on Mad Hatter's Mad Tea Party. Here we go on the teacups. Look at the lighting back here. Go! Whoa! We've just taken a ride on the Mad Tea Party, and as you can see, this ride is pretty intense, and getting on there you could definitely tell that. Boarding a ride itself is quite a small car, but when you get inside of there you spin non-stop, and plus in addition to that, with all of the smoke, lights and all those effects, it is a pretty crazy ride. And Mum, you did not ride, however you two did, and it was really awesome. So if you're coming to the park, despite it being a classic teacup ride, you have got to take a ride on the Mad Tea Party, because that is an experience which, trust me when I say, you nor your stomach will ever forget.
It was so good.
It was so good. It was such a good fun ride. And with only having a queue line as well of 5 minutes long, it's just amazing. I might even go again later on. But yeah, it is an awesome ride, and right now we're now queuing up to meet these characters from the Winnie the Pooh series just down there, as you can very rarely meet all 4 of them in one go. So here we are now inside of the queue and ready to meet these Winnie the Pooh characters. Just met Pooh and friends, and we waited an entire hour for that.
Oh.
It was a nice experience though, and I'm pretty sure we use my thumbnail photo too for this video.
It was nice though.
So it's something, and also we've got a really cool autograph thing, and I think in his hands. Really cool.
Also,
you got that with
on
it.
the back,
cool.
this is Mickey's Not Scary Halloween Party.
Oh, even cooler. So yeah, we've got some really cool moments of that, and I love the dressing cat down here as well. Before we do continue, that's really awesome. The little touch they do here.
Literal.
But we did actually wait an hour for that, so that's like an hour of our day. I would say gone. Oh, but it is gone.
It is gone. You know, that was fine. It was alright. I don't really know how to explain my experience with characters, because I don't usually go and see characters, so I don't really know. But I mean, it was nice to see them, I guess. But you know, if you like that sort of thing, it's well worth the wait. If you don't, and it's sort of like me anyway, I would see them, but yeah, not all the time. It was alright. It wasn't worth the hour for me personally. The characters are very sort of, if you like them, if you don't. Like, a lot of people love them, so if you love them, it's more than worth it. It's actually the best I've seen, to be honest. If you don't, yeah, I would personally skip it, but you know, it was nice to see.
It was also as well 4 characters.
Oh,
so
yeah.
really, it's around, quick maths here, it's around 20 minutes each.
25 minutes each.
No, because not 100 minutes.
60.
We're 60 minutes, didn't we? 20 minutes each. Oh, it's 3. I'm so tired, guys. 15 minutes each, basically.
Oh, 15. Oh,
yeah, you can tell we're tired right now.
By the way, it's 12 o'clock nearly, so that's why.
Yeah, it's almost midnight, and so
it is 15, yeah.
And so it marks near the end of our trip, but we've still got one more ride remaining. And look at that Tron, just remaining, it's amazing. But our final ride remaining of our trip has got to be no other than Space Mountain again, because we're going to do 7 Dots Mine Train, and then we came to the conclusion that actually you can do it any day.
Exactly, like we've got this tomorrow, so.
Exactly.
With Space Mountain in the dark, you can't, and.
Oh, look at Tron, sorry. Look at that, awesome in the dark. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you can't do that in the dark, and so we came to this position that it will be a long time to get in the dark, so we've got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when I'm getting it in. I'm probably next year, to be honest. I mean, I don't know when. Yeah, I mean, it won't be this year, it's probably next year, but yeah, it's a pretty cool to head back on it again, because it's a great ride in the dark. And I think it's always like nature, how it's not like most of the Space Mountains you sort of know where you're going anyway. This one's so like witty, it's so like rapid fire, it's awesome. It's so cool anyway.
Yeah.
And when you're in the dark, you just don't know where you're going. It's so cool.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to head into it. I hope we get the other side as well, so we get both sides of it done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have done both sides, but like not at pitch black.
So yeah, we'll do that, and then we're going to head out of the park, show a little bit of the shop again, and give our final reviews as we make our way back to our hotel. But it has been a really awesome event, and I'm very happy we managed to come here. Space Mountain walk on queue? I think so, and to be honest, it wasn't that great. I think it deserved to walk on queue.
Yeah.
Riding out the second time, basically it was the same ride as it was before, just with lights on them more.
Yeah, so it was basically lights off, but the people who actually broke down, so then it was lights on, but the Space Mountain lights actually weren't on, so it's a bit confusing there, but technically, people with the lights were on, the Space Mountain lights weren't on, and
the effects weren't on, but the lights were basically off. It just ruined it, they say.
So it wasn't great.
It wasn't great. However, it was a walk on queue,
yeah,
so
it's a really good ride though. But it just didn't feel like the sensation that we got on our second ride, which of course was like a lights off ride. But you know, it was actually nice to experience that. Yeah, it was good fun, but it just wasn't nowhere near as good as our second ride. But you can really appreciate how good that second ride was, like pitch black. Like it was crazy, like the rapid fire transitions. I mean, even then it was still great.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you have back leg problems, that one genuinely avoids. Because you fling around every corner, drop every drop.
And like, I mean, even for me, I studied the layouts and every coaster. But I could tell you every inversion and every piece of layout I still went to the Cedar Point or something like that. Or most any ride here. But on that one ride, I literally just cannot tell you where everything goes.
No, it is absolutely crazy. It's a crazy layout,
so
crazy ride. And also, normally, I do think they have everything, like Highland Mountain and Disneyland Paris is really cool.
It is cool.
So,
I hope they keep it the same.
I would like a review for that. However, as you can tell, we managed to make it. We ran over towards our last ride now of the day, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is really cool. We managed to get a walking queue just in time as the park is now officially closed. So we will walk on
25 minutes.
Oh, 25 minutes okay. Okay. But it's a 50-minute queue for this, so we'll be out by the park. So yeah, we've done pretty well. And 1 o'clock we'll go to the park as well. So yeah, we're going to have a pretty late tonight, but it's been an amazing day and we had to go for the last ride. So off we go, final ride, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at night. Hi-ho, and off we go out of the park. But before we go, my hilarious fun back there, that ride was once again amazing. Doing it at night brings it to the next level. The ride is so great for family, that is. It's not too intense, it's got some awesome swing momentums, and with all of its scenes and characters and projections, it really is a great ride for family.
Yeah, it's really good fun. I mean, it's nothing world class, and it's definitely not my favourite in the resort. I mean, even the park, to be honest. But you know, it's still a fun ride. Yeah, it gets ridiculous weights, but you know what? It's actually pretty unique, as I've said in previous vlogs. And you know, it's a good ride. It's just I personally myself wouldn't wait like 180 minutes or whatever ridiculous queue that ride gets, to be honest. But you know, I did enjoy it, and it's always a really fun ride. Of course, the spinning sensations, good fun, but it doesn't really add much in my opinion. You know, overall, I actually do prefer, I guess, towards the front of the train. I felt like it swung a lot more.
Yeah.
It's very cool, but you know, it's a fun ride, and the theming's like amazing, like the rest of it.
Yeah, it really is. I was like, look at the theme, like, oh, it's on terrain, I think. I know it's not, it's just a waterfront, I think, against spray. But yeah, really awesome theming around here, really awesome ride, and I think it's marked the end of Magic Kingdom for quite a bit of time for us. A bit of time in like a few days, not a long time. But a few days is where Magic Kingdom is going to be. But even when you leave a park, you know you're at Disney Park when you're leaving with some amazing theming and shows going on, don't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And Disney Park's always been a great show. Yeah.
I know, that's the thing. Over here on the channel, as I said earlier, once again, everyone's what we want to do. But over here on the channel, we don't do an awful lot, to be honest, of shows and stuff. And as much as we love them, we will do them later on in the trip because once again, there are major rides we want to do and go on some shows.
Yeah, I mean, we're just more of like, I mean, I wouldn't say we're ride people, because I wouldn't really say that. I would say we're more of like themed experience people.
Yeah.
Like, we would rather stand in like a themed queue line basically than ride a ride.
Like, oh, hello. That's quite confusing me actually.
Or then I ride a ride which has no theme whatsoever, and it's quite boring. We'd rather stand in a queue line which has got so much theming around us, like experiences basically. And that's why Rise of Resistance just like hits in. Of course, we got to do it in Hollywood Studios, and wow, I mean that ride, it's still blowing me away now. I mean, of course we have plenty of rides on this trip, you know. Oh, it's just phenomenal, that ride.
Yeah, it really is. And what we're going to do now is really the end of the day. I think it's past 11, isn't it?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
past midnight, I mean.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's around 1:30, half 1. Yeah.
It wouldn't be half 1, would it?
Yeah, oh no, sorry. No.
Half 1 midnight.
Half 12, sorry. Half
Yeah. Time flies and you're having fun, but that is another level. But what we're going to do now is we're going to avoid these massive crowds at the end of the show, so we're going to quickly make our way down Main Street USA. Maybe look at a shop or so if we aren't so fast in the crowds. before getting the bus back to our hotel and giving you a final review of not only our day, but Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Got off a bus that is just leaving behind me right now, and I thought I'm going to start the vlog here because otherwise when I go to bed I'm just going to be absolutely shattered and going to fall asleep. So here we go, here's the end of our vlog from our day, I'm going to say day 2 because it was day 3, but our first day was even kind of an evening, so it's our second full day over here at the park. And we have done Hollywood Studios, best ride in the world. We've had an amazing time at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and so much more. So how was the whole day?
Oh, you know, let's head back to the beginning. Like, of course, we made our way.
Well, like ages ago, JAYDEN for us.
I know, it's crazy. Down to Hollywood Studios. So of course, get on Slinky Dog Dash, which was a bucket list coaster of mine. Same as of course as well. Rock and Roller Coaster was great. Rise of Resistance. I mean, wow, that was just insane. Like, that is a proper themed experience. That honestly, it's like a bucket list ride for so many, and it was unbelievable to experience that, and trust me, it lives up to the hype. But also as well, Mickey Mouse Run Over Rail, it was great, and just seeing that park again after so long, it's been so nice. And also as well, like, as I said last time, like 6 years ago, I literally got to experience pretty much nothing there, so it was basically a new park for me. And of course, I have seen the pathways and everything before, but it was basically a new park for me. And you know, it was great to experience it, and it's definitely high on my rankings now, because it was actually the worst park out of this resort, but now I'd say it's about a second or third. But I need to see what Animal Kingdom place is. You know what, then of course we went up to, well, back to this hotel, which was really nice to explore, and then of course Magic Kingdom this evening and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Yeah, of course that was really great. Another place, another like sort of visit I've been wanting to do for ages now, and you know, that was great to experience that. In my opinion, I feel like some of the actors, there could have been more actors. I think that's the only negative, especially on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, there's a lot of characters around and stuff, but
yeah, I mean in terms of, especially Pirates of the Caribbean, I mean that's the one thing I mean, like, I think there should have been a little bit more actors on that. Also as well, I feel like a couple more rides should have had like overlays on, like maybe Splash Mountain, a couple of them.
Yeah, because in California I think I got already, don't they? In fact, I remember when we were in 2019 I saw them set up for Halloween, so I feel like
they could have done a couple more rides with like Halloween overlays. But in terms of the positives, you know, it's a great event, and Space Mountain in the dark is just insane, it's ridiculous. But you know what, also as well, like, yeah, so it's so much entertainment, the shows are great there. Unfortunately we actually missed the parade, but you know,
yeah,
apparently it sounds pretty good.
And also there's a lot of weather, so we didn't want to risk it as well.
Yeah, but you know, overall it's a great event. It is expensive to get in, and that's just a fact, but you know, it's a great event, and I'd personally do it once, or of course on your trip, but I would only do it once each year. But I would, if we come back next year, which we likely will, I'll definitely do it again. So
yeah, I do agree with you. Like I said, I want to come back next year and I want to do it again, but I wouldn't do it more than once over in Halloween unless it massively steps up. But also I feel like the collection of merch is different as well, because we got a pin from 2018 Not So Scary Halloween party, and there's not even such thing as a pin here. We didn't go there, we just luckily traded it when trading, like,
yeah,
it was massive over there. So, but yeah, I don't know if they've like kind of lagged down budgeting, I don't know, but
it seems a little bit strange in terms of merchandise. Oh, also does sound point out, like, food options at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, that was a little bit strange as well, because you didn't really know where it was, and there was no sort of like label of where it was going to be. It was sort of like mixed match around the park, you had to search yourself for it.
Yeah.
And merchandise, yeah, you know, I actually quite enjoyed looking at the merchandise and everything. Overall, it was actually a really nice event, and in general, the lighting was great, and you know, it's a Disney park, so nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing can go wrong. Like the ride we did earlier. Yes, very good. Very nice reference. When you go like that. I didn't even know if you knew it was a reference.
I knew it was a reference, but I didn't fancy that.
Well, there you go. But yeah, in my eyes, I think Not So Scary Halloween party is definitely a must do. If you come here out doing it over in August or even October time, you're missing out, to be honest. I think it's an amazing event, some more stuff to do. However, I do wish actually they limited it down and they made it so that what they did instead was have it like only a few lands have that on, because if they're a bit too big, I'd rather really theme a smaller space than open up the entire park, and I'd rather each ride that's open be themed as well. So a few little tweaks, but to be honest, there's so many things to do. We didn't even touch the basis of what we're doing today. So next time we come, we're doing more of a structure in, and also we're going to explore the park before the event starts, because there's still a Halloween stuff out then. That's what we're doing instead. However, I think it's an amazing event. I think it's worth the money, definitely for the first time. and after your first time you can assess if it's worth it the second or third time, but it is a really worth the event, and we had such an awesome time because the entire day, even when it was just as well, that was amazing. Getting to see Jayden again, awesome, as well as his family, and overall, yeah, overall it was really awesome. We're now in a nice, cool, air-conditioned room. I think it's 1:30.
1:17.
1:17. So we're out of the we're going to come early tomorrow to book the early tickets for our first ride, which is going to be
Guys the Guys.
Exactly. So we're going to go at 7 tomorrow morning.
7 o'clock tomorrow. Of course, the boarding groups are still there, and yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult, but I'm going to try and do it. I've actually had a test practice. Of course, the Magic Kingdom, I actually tested it out, and yeah, we should hope we'll be able to get them.
So stay tuned to tomorrow's vlog where we hopefully get onto that, and as well as maybe heading over to Animal Kingdom as well in the evening and relax in the hotel, because as you can probably tell, we are a little bit shutting over 3 giant days of parks, and it's soon to be a 4th. So if you have enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below. But with all that said, this will be our longest vlog, definitely, I imagine. But over here at Disney World, but it's been one of the most best ones as well.
Yeah.
With all of the day, it's just been on for ages. For like ages ago, we woke up in this room and started leaving that door and starting the vlog. So all that said, that is it from me, Tom Derrick from Theme Park Coastin, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, guys.